Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching on 100. This episode 13 of the final season. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far, and if you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. Speaking about links in the description, we are running our most liked to dislike characters of season 7, as well as our most liked characters from seasons 1 to 7. 3 votes are allowed, as well as our favourite seasons from 1 to 7. 3 votes are allowed. Very interesting stuff. Your results and mine will be aggregated and revealed in the final episode of the season. Cannot wait to see, obviously, what everybody chooses. And thank you so much for everybody in advance who's actually taken part already. You guys are amazing. Interesting stuff that's actually happening. You know, Bellamy is back. He's not actually dead. Interestingly, he's now on the side of the Shepherds. He's totally gone against Clarke, Raven, and obviously Echo. And I thought it was an interesting conversation that he had with Echo, to be honest, last episode. He went in there. He was saying, look, mate, you know, I was on this planet. I thought, you know, I was going to die. I've ended up seeing the light, seeing the shepherd, seeing my mum. I've gone into it. It was warm. The storm had passed. You know what I mean? Like, it has given me a new lease on life. I believe that this last war will be the last one that we ever fight. And it's going to save, you know, for all mankind, pretty much. She's turned around and said, look, mate, I spent 5 years training, trying to defeat these people. I've even spent months here becoming part of them to take them down from the inside, all because I was trying to avenge you, Bellamy. You know, while I was here consistently fighting for our love and fighting for you, it seems like you was away forgetting about me. Deep stuff, mate. It actually really is. This is why I'm on Echo's side now. You know, final season, 13, 14, 15, finished. You know what I mean? We've got 4 episodes left. If Bellamy's going to die, get Echo doing it. If he's not going to die, you know, I'm not saying I want him to die, but do you know what? You know, as the show's finishing, I kind of love Echo to do it, to be honest. I actually would do, but, you know, moving on from them, they're trying to get the flame out of Clarke. Where is it? Do you know what I mean? They know that it's not in the neck anymore, but they do think she knows where this information is. Now, they can't take anybody else to NCAP, can they? Because they don't actually know. It was only her and I believe Gaia that actually know where it is. I'm sure they buried it under the tree where she'd done the necklace and the ring from her mum and dad. And she obviously done that as, like, you know, new lease of life. Let's start fresh, get it buried over there. Now, I don't even know where Guy's gone, but that's going to be interesting as well. Because, you know, we did see that Shade Hader sent a crew out to find, you know, find Clarke and Raven and co. And they still don't know where they are. They don't know that they've gone into the, you know, into the stone and moved over into Bardo. But what they've done is found the stone themselves and the book that Maddie's been drawing. So the interesting thing is, you know, at the start of the season, we see Maddie drawing in this book. And, you know, it wasn't even her memories. And Guy was trying to ask, where's this coming from? And she was like, I don't even know, mate. And we didn't even know what it was referenced to. But now, obviously, when we see Shade Hader looking at it, we know what the stone is, we know what it's all about, and obviously it's been now brought to him. Interestingly, it's been put in the middle of the castle, which he's just mowed down everybody from Children of Gabriel. He asked them to bend the knee, they refused. They didn't want to bend the knee to, you know, false gods last season in Sanctum, and he didn't want to do it now. Fair play to them all. They stuck by the morals. They've obviously all been killed by it, but it's consistent with their storyline, and they've all died. But on the other side, Nika and her people, do you know what I mean? The workers from the leadership, they have bent a knee. Now, Indra, she's ended up actually saving one of the Children of Gabriel. It was a young boy who actually didn't die by, you know, Shade Hader mowing them all down. And she took him to Murphy and Amora to obviously look after him. Now, she was followed by Nika, who's gone in and she's gone and found that is where Maddie's being kept. Now, they've took Nikki out and tied her up. But now Nikki was being followed by somebody else. So the interesting stuff is, he sent her, they sent them, they sent another person, and pretty much at the end of the day, Shade Hader's turned up. He knows Maddie's in there. He knows Nikki's been captured. He wanted the door to be open so he can go down and could kill them. They refused. You know, he said, I'll kill Murphy up here because he's on one side of the door, Imori's on the other. Imori's got on the speaker and he was like, look, mate, you kill Murphy, then I'll just blow the reactor. I'll kill everybody in here. I'll kill me, I'll kill them, I'll kill you. He said, mate, you're bluffing. Murphy's like, why would you be bluffing? If she opens that door, you're going to walk down and kill them all. You know what I mean? You kill me, she'd just kill them all anyway. So at the end of the day, they're all going to die. So they'd rather take you out and die as well than just let you take me out and just die in general. So it was really good. He said, I believe that's what they call in chess a stalemate. They love the chess references. Well, he said, like, knight takes king or something, and he's took Murphy and took him to the castle. So again, we're still using the chess references. At the end of the day, I'm hoping that the season kind of ends with Murphy doing the move, checkmate or whatever, boom, and then he can kill Shade Hader or Indra, my girl Indra, mate. Yes, she's still alive. We love to see it, but we seen it. Clarke was like, look, If you want it, I'll give you the information. I'll tell you where the flame is. Just make sure all my friends and family stay alive. Send them all back to Sanctum and we're all good. You know, so it's like, big thumbs up, we'll do it. Sent them all in. Everybody's free. They've all gone into the stone. They've gone, disappeared. Turns out they haven't actually gone to Sanctum. They've only gone to a planet that Bill, yes, the shepherd, he's the only person that knows where they've gone to. And he said, look, mate, if you take me to Sanctum, we'll get this. I'll tell you where they are. Everybody will be free. I only care about this flame. So they've been sent one way. No idea where they're going. Hopefully it's to where Gaia is. And they've gone the other way. Arrived here at the castle. Stood in front of Shadehader. And Clark's like, mate, a lot's changed around here. What's going on? And Murphy's like, gee, where do we start? So again, man, I'm interested to see where we go and how Clarke reacts when she knows that Maddie is obviously hiding because Shadehader's actually back to try and kill her. It's going to be exciting. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you do. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
What the hell is this?
Who the hell are you?
That's not Russell.
This is Malachi. Come Sangetta crew, and you will kneel before him.
Kneel or die?
But unfortunately, I have neither the time nor patience to suffer your primitive tribalism.
Oh, they've all come through. Yeah, it's sick that. I always forget.
That needs some explaining, though.
Tell me Maddie's safe with Gaia. I thought Gaia was with you. With us.
She was standing unrestrained by the throne. I have no interest in removing you from your throne. You give me undisturbed passage to get what I came for. I leave Dr. Santiago here to treat you. When we're gone, you're free to continue the debasement of our species. Refuse this and you die. Onward to the keep.
You know what, I didn't mind that start. Yeah, I would have been fuming, to be honest, if Shadehader had died by the hand of him and not even Maddie or Indra. You know what I mean? That would really have pissed me off. But he didn't, so it's fine. And the fact is, Shadehader's not going to let this lie his head. Like, he's going to go and he's going to attack him and he's going to try and fight. But, you know what? I do think that it's a bad move. The fact is, they arrived and didn't really pose a threat. They just turned up and was like, look, we're here, we're looking for something. He's like, kneel or die. So he's done the first instigation of the threats, if that makes sense, and they've retaliated. This is a constant thing. You know, sometimes in this show, people make a threat, and then when somebody retaliates and kills them, they're fuming. And do you know what I mean? Oh, you've killed my people. It's like, no, mate, you attacked us first, and we retaliated, and we got the upper hand. That's your fault. And the fact is, like he just said, I'm not here to fight anybody. I don't care about you, don't care about your land, don't care about the people. You can carry on destroying everybody, you know, self-destruction. I'm here just to get one thing. Just literally leave us, we'll go, we'll get it, and then I'm gone. See ya. Do you know what I mean? You can carry on. But the fact is, like I said, they started and they tried to instigate the fight, and he's retaliated, and so far he's got the upper hand, and Shadehader's not going to let lies there. I feel like he's going to attack him anyway.
Everyone's hungry. How is Jackson gonna get our rations past that?
John Murphy will think of something. We're safe now because of him.
No offense. If our lives really do depend on Murphy, we're screwed.
Everywhere human beings go is worse off for it.
Murphy knows where Maddie is, isn't it? I'm surprised he's not taking Clarke.
I am your friend. I'm looking out for you.
Just gonna...
We'll talk to my real friends.
You said that Maddie was safe for now. What does that even mean?
She's safe. She's no more in the reactor.
You have our friends. I would like them back. Then to see my daughter. If you want to see yours, the flame is this way.
As long as our friends are out there, she won't risk their lives.
His play should be, yeah, you don't get it, we'll kill Maddie. That's what his play should be.
Shadehader's alive and Maddie's in a nuclear reactor? You did good.
All of our friends are missing and Bellamy is a sheep.
Be good.
If the blade hit your kidney, there is not much that I can do for you. Something tells me they won't take you to Bordeaux.
It's time we let him find out what death is like a second time.
Did he suffer?
Who wrestled? No, it was quick.
You care.
What's wrong?
Don't tell them.
I need antitoxin. Suns are eclipsing. That happens, the trees release a toxin
That drives everything mad.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Pretty good, actually. Because everybody could start going crazy. This is the first time, you know, Shadehader would have experienced this. First of all, Bill's here and the rest of the disciples, and they would not have experienced it as well. If the toxins start coming and start sending them crazy, they could start self-destructing. People could start fighting against each other. You know what I mean? So the people with experience, they may have the upper hand. It's pretty clever, to be honest.
Same guy who built the bunkers that saved humanity from prime fire. And now he wants the flame so he can start a war with whoever built the stones and turn all of us into beams of light. Is it weird that to me the craziest part of all of this is Bellamy's robe?
What's taking her so long? She'll be here. Would you excuse us, please? To find replacement for Anders. But he's not like us. The disciples taught our ways from birth. They know nothing else. Love between individuals, what it makes us do. How it leads to hatred of the other. Spent generations dedicating my life to something greater. Now you know the weight of that, too. You're special. You were given a glimpse of what comes next, just as I was. What is this?
Or we should get you back to Bardo.
I'm not going anywhere without the flame. And for all we know, this is another one of Clark's tricks.
We're safe. The reactor's airtight. Trey, Jeremiah, get everyone into secondary and seal the door.
Dad! It's been swell, but I think I'll be going now. What the hell are you doing? Stop, or in 3
She dropped the shield. Dropped it. He took her out. Oh, look, that guy. We are one crew.
Going with him to Riker's Keep. Or maybe you'd like to drown me again in the pond.
We should go right now.
Not without the key.
I agree with Bellamy. We should execute the hostages and get you home.
Bellamy never said that.
We should go for Maddie.
That was actually funny that he was like, yeah, do you know what I mean, we do need to get off this planet, and then that guy turned around and said, yeah, I agree with Bellamy, yeah, we kill the hostages. He's like, Bellamy never said that. You know what I mean? Now I'm surprised that Clark ain't gone straight for Maddie, to be honest. I actually really am. But you know, it is interesting. We did see the bugs come and swarm them the first time, and he managed to fight them off with the fire, didn't we? Maybe that's how they do it again, but it was a big ballsy move to obviously drop that shield. Like I said, mate, sometimes desperate times calls for desperate measures, and they've had to do it. It's had to be done.
Hey, wrong way. We're evacuating. It's okay. Go.
Josephine II. I like that body.
Just tell me if Nate's okay.
You have no idea who that is, do you?
Miller.
Miller.
Of course, yeah. Nate's fine. Almost empty.
The Primes used it to get to space after Russell threw the bomb.
All the ingredients are here. We can make more.
It's the only dose, and I don't know how to make more.
I'm used to working under the influence of the toxin. 3 grams per milliliter to start.
Copy that.
All we need is the flame. You're Nightblood. We fix it. We put it in your head and save humanity. Gabriel, you engineered memory drives to hold entire minds. On Skyring, you used a damn Etch-a-Sketch to watch the Colin Benson show. You take the test for all mankind. We level up because of you. What do you say, my love?
Before they go in there, I don't think that's a bad idea. I think I even said it when we found out it's possible test in the first place that, you know, technically Bill, who's been around for thousands of years, probably ideal, but then you don't really know. Like, the thing is with Bill, yeah, the shepherd, whatever's, I don't know his true intentions. He says it, I listen to it, and it goes in my head for all mankind, but I don't know if I believe it. Where Gabriel, on the other hand, I actually would believe that he would be doing it for humanity. That's the reason why he stopped it the first time. So, I don't know, man. I think he even said maybe Gabriel would be a decent one to take it. And usually, Josephine, bit of a bitch, isn't she? Let's be honest, she's annoying, but I don't think she's done anything bad there. She actually said it right. I've been thinking it all along, literally all along. The code, he's got to go back in. I was thinking Maddie or Clark, to be honest. That's what I thought. I thought it was going to go into Maddie or Clark, and that was how we'd do it. They was the ones taking the test. That is what I thought. But I totally forgot that Gabriel can have it as well, and I wouldn't be bothered. I actually wouldn't be bothered if it got put inside of him.
If you open this door, I'll give it to you without.
Mate, Murphy, a shout. Oh, they just blew that door open.
Hey, good guy, good guy, good guy.
Yo, I like Clark's hair short, me. I actually really do like it. Given the wrong thing. She did give it him, actually. He's still bleeding out, what? Mate, they've said that before, innit? Yeah, my enemy's enemy is my friend.
Enemy's enemy. Then I kill my enemy.
I remember things. Your sketchbook.
Don't tell anyone.
Hey, finally, stranger. Well, those are the clothes of a man with a story.
Out on.
Another time.
Raven doesn't have the Nightblood, does she? She actually don't have it. Nikki's gonna lock her in there now. And she's gonna be like, I'm gonna get revenge, blah blah blah.
I've waited long enough. You're going to die today. Cry while you confess your sins.
I killed him. I knew radiation was leaking and I sent them. I chose to let them all die and save myself. It should have been.
They're both showing good emotions.
Please. I have a better idea. You live with what you've done.
They've encountered a lot worse, haven't they? But probably she hasn't. It was her actions this time, wasn't it? Her soul actions, it was her choice. The thing is, right, if it was anybody else in any other scene, I'd want Raven to be dead, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm all for... it's kind of like superhero films, you know what I mean? You got the bad guy and you're always trying to catch the superhero, and then when they do catch him, they tie them up and they walk around and they toy with them and they poking them, and you know what I mean? They don't just actually kill them. It's like, mate, how many times could you have killed the Batman? Literally every single time you have him, you always do one little thing here and there and the guy gets away and then he comes back and gets you. Like, just kill him, you've got the chance. And usually I'm all for that side, but it's Raven. I don't want Raven to die. Do you know what I mean? She's one of the key assets and the saviours and one of the best characters on the show. But like I said, we're on episode 13, so there's only a couple more. So like, if she did die, I'd be sad about it. I would have accepted it. But, you know, I'm glad that she hasn't. And to be honest, living with a tough decision that you've had to make, you know what I mean? Knowing that you're the cause of somebody else's death, that is tough. And someone like Clarke is strong. She manages to push it down. Sometimes she explodes. But I mean, she's been through it. But this is Raven's first time. It's going to take her a long time before she can go back to the kind of even any form of normality.
My orders.
The natives are getting restless. You should hurry.
I'm going as fast as I can. I have a shield and a sword.
So they are self-destructing.
You got the others on your side. I can take you to the lab.
Watch your 6. Spin round now. Ah.
Come now.
Exactly. Watch your 6. He's not going to kill him after seeing that.
I saved your life. Surely that's worth something.
You can't place the order.
Right, well, I kind of hope he dies from that, because, like, Inja, what's Take That say? Never forget where you're coming from. She knows, mate, where he's come from, what he's done to her mum, what he done to her dad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not blind to it. Just because you saved my life doesn't mean I'm, you know, Toy Story. You saved our lives, we're eternally grateful. No, mate. You've caused so much pain and destruction in my life and caused my friends and family to die. You're here dying out. Why would I save you? No chance, mate. I won't even have to do the killing myself. Somebody's done it for me. I could just sit here and watch you die a painful death, mate. And that is what I'm all for. So, fair play. I mean, to be honest, I wanted him just to take him clean out. He did save a life. And to be honest, it's always watch your 6. They all, every time something's invisible, they come from behind. They're proper stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like, get them from the side, because that's the most obvious one. All you had to do was turn around, bang, head clean off. So, it was good. The guy's bleeding out. They said, didn't they? Was he been stabbed in his kidney? If you don't treat it, he's going to bleed out. So it's happening. It's going slowly. And if he does stay tied up there, nobody does come to untie him, he definitely is going to die.
Entering the Great Hall with the shepherd.
Where the hell is my daughter?
Who the hell is your daughter?
We didn't know she was missing until today. Nobody did.
He's not chatting there, though. He actually is right.
Okay, Indra.
I believe I can restore the damaged code.
Show me.
If Becca's memories are still in here, this will find them.
I'm so proud of you, baby. Now,
Is he transferring it somewhere else so he can put it in his head?
what's wrong?
We are.
Yo, that was very interesting.
We need him to get our friends back. Your friends.
No!
You shot him? Clark. Yes, Clark.
Don't lose faith.
He's telling the truth. There's one planet we can't get to.
Enter the code, and you get to live.
How do you know he's not bullshitting you somewhere else again? Do you know what I mean?
Bridge, go.
You're coming with us.
I really hope this new thing you believe in is worth it.
It is.
We get told that if you go in without your helmet, you lose your memory. You're just walking it every time without it.
I said I wouldn't lose anyone else, but I have. That doesn't matter to you, though, does it?
I can help if you help me. We throw the book.
Why is nobody there for Bellamy? Like, oh, is Clark still not got into it yet? Clark, shoot him.
Bellamy, cough him up, Gunai. Oh, I now rip him up, Lynn.
I am trying to save us all, Clark.
I'll kill Cat again. Don't make me do this.
You're not gonna shoot me, Clark.
Yeah, she defo is, mate. I want her to fucking pop you right now.
Look at yourself. The need to protect someone you love so badly, you're willing to kill your closest friend. Maddie's suffering too. I have no choice. This is the only way. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Bang. Ah, yes, Clark. Fuck off, Bellamy. That's it, Clark. Bang him and bang him as well. He's ran out of bullets. Yeah, I like you, Clark, man. I do. I do, man. I do like you, Clark. I do, man. I do. Do you know why I like you, Clark? I say it all the time. Yeah, I say it all of the time. I'll be consistent on it. You do, yeah, the tough decisions. And you actually do whatever it takes. I do like it, mate. I do. Yo, she don't beat around the bush. She's good. She's good. Do you know what? Clark could have cemented herself in my top 3 most liked characters with that move there. Do you know why? She always has to bear the shoulder of the weight of everybody and all these tough decisions, you know, like everything always falls on Clark's shoulders. It does. It really does. And to be honest, Bellamy needs to get shot, man. Like, I don't give, like, in my personal opinion, I don't care what any of them say to them to try and justify anything. The way I see it is, you come in, attacked us. I'll say it all the time. You come in, attacked us with Italia. At the end of the day, they was chilling on Sanctum. I know that they come and they... But what I mean is, they was on Sanctum, these guys come, they took Bellamy. Then they've all gone flying over all different worlds, different planets, different timelines, 5 years here, 10 years there. Do you know what I mean? Took my friend here, killed that one there. You know, you've come, now you're on their side. Now you're trying to expose me and go against our friends, and you're on their side and you're not on us anymore. That's it, you're the enemy. Octavia had it right. You are one crew, or you are the enemy of one crew. And I'll take the piss out of that oftenly, like, because she says it all the time. But it's a good example here. He needed to be shot. He did. He did, mate. It looked like he was going to, 1, maybe join forces with Shade Hader. You know, 2, spread the information, what's in that book. You know what I mean? And 3, you know, you never know what's actually going to happen to Maddie. You have my word, you know, she'll be safe. I have your word, but, like, what about his? You know what I mean? He wants to kill her. You're going to start joining forces with him? You know, he had to be shot. He did have to be shot. And again, mate, she's been stuck in these tough situations sometimes, and sometimes she doesn't do it and sometimes she does. But I like it. I do like it. It had to be done. It's the last, well, it's right at the very end. And Bellamy, you know, to be honest, I thought the writers have done him dirty this season. I think he's had a terrible storyline. And he's just had a shit season. And if that's how he's going out, you're having a crap storyline, you know, and then having a crap way as well, like going out with Clark actually being the one to take you. It kind of fits perfect, to be honest. And he did need to be shot. And I am all game for it. And I enjoyed what you just done there, Clark. Big up, big up, big up. Okay, and that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I said at the start of the intro, we are running our most likely to dislike characters of Season 7. Maybe today, actually, you know, cement your votes for some characters, as well as running our most liked characters from 1 to 7, which, again, I was just saying there, could have swayed a possible vote, as well as the favourite seasons from 1 to 7. So 3 votes are allowed, get those cast in. Top 3 will be aggregated and revealed in the final episode. Lots of polls to go through. It's going to be so exciting to see, obviously, everybody's opinions on what is going on. Personal opinion, thought Clark done the right thing, thought she had to shoot him. I've not liked Bellamy this season. Doesn't mean I don't like Bellamy in the show. So you know what I'm saying? I have to put it out there. I like Bellamy. I just don't like him this season. And, you know, if that's the way he's going, that's the way he's going. Personally, I've got to say, I thought it was daft of them to send every single person into that, you know, into the bridge and leave nobody there. So with, you know what I mean? Like, I think left, as they went into the bridge, left there was Shade Hader, Bellamy, was it 3 guards? And nobody else, like nobody from Tree Crew, and obviously nobody from Clark and Co. And it's like that was pretty stupid. If I'm being honest, you needed maybe did Indra have to go, but then maybe she did have to go because obviously she wants to go and find Gaia, and that is the reason why she's gone in there. But I felt like somebody had to stay behind. No, Maddie didn't walk in. She wasn't there, was she? Well, pretty much everybody went in, and then obviously they stayed behind. Then it was just left. Go over, get the book. The information's there. Bellamy. See, the thing is. The only thing that annoys me, not annoys me, but like, she's killed Bellamy to try and obviously stop him from spreading the information that's inside that book. And then she's run out of bullets, and that's not her fault. It's not her fault. But she's run out of bullets, and then instead of trying to run after them and fight them, 2 people that was remaining, she's gone and dipped into the bridge, and the book's still there. Now, if somebody comes in and releases Shade Hader, he knows the information. If the Bardowans take it, or whatever you want to call them, would they be able to decipher it? What's in the images? I know Bellamy can, you know, and I know Shade Hader can, but those 2 that are left, the guards, maybe not. Maybe that was the risk in it. Maybe it's just like, look, mate, he's going to die, Bellamy's dead, they're not going to be able to decipher it, we're okay, bang, gone. So, again, I do think it was interesting, it had to be done. I mean, mate, big up Gabriel. Do you know what I mean? Like, to be honest, his visions of Josephine, I actually didn't think it was that bad. She was saying, look, you know, take the code, put it in your heads, you take the final test. Somebody's got to take the test, somebody has got to take it. If it doesn't get taken, what the F? Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the whole season been on? They've gone because they wanted that chip. They thought it was Clark. Obviously, they wanted her as the key. And the whole purpose was to fight the last war. Now, we're moving into 14, 15, 16, and that's it, done and dusted. Don't look like last war is going to happen. We've been told that they might have deciphered it wrong and it's a possible test. So that's got to happen, in my opinion. If that doesn't happen, I don't really know what's going on there, what the point would be. So somebody's got to take it. I thought Gabriel would have been a decent one to have it, put it in his head, you know, get all the information. It would have been smart. I thought it was going to even go in Clark's or, you know, Maddie's, to be honest. Like I said, I actually did think it was going to go into one of those, but when it was proposed into Gabriel, I was like, oh, yeah, it's a Nightblood. It makes sense. And I thought it was going to be Echo that killed Bellamy. You know, been saying it. You know, you killed Bellamy. You killed Bellamy. Clark killed Bellamy. And do you know what? Probably more fitting, to be honest, that Clark killed him, innit? You know, think about the longevity of the show and how long them 2 have been, like, friends and together, compared to, obviously, Echo. She's been in, what, maybe from season 4, was it? At the back, yeah, but about season 4 onwards. Do you know what? Near enough half the story, innit? She's been in it. I do like her character. But it's going to be interesting how she's going to react, as well as Octavia, once you find out what's happened. Then it does look this time that Bellamy's dead. I know, if you see me earlier on in the season, I've been saying, that's a shit death. That's a shit death. Do you know what I mean? I've not liked it. It's not been confirmed. People had good deaths. I would say this is a good death. Clark's the one that's taking him out. He's been an arsehole. It's justified. Do you know what I mean? He's on the other side. He is the enemy. He actually is. And bang, mate, he's goners. So, I don't blame Clark. She has to do the tough decisions. Raven has to do the tough decisions. And they always step up and they do it and they go for it. And that is why she possibly is worthy of a top 3 vote. But I'm not saying that she's definitely going to get mine. I have to sit down, back, who've I enjoyed here, who've I enjoyed there, who's been the saviour in that season, who's been that one, who's consistently pleased me. Do you know what I mean? But Clark, in terms of willing to do whatever it takes and, you know, putting everybody, apart from when she had, you know, that thing of season of Maddie where it was just all Maddie, she's always been the big dog and she's always been the bearer of bad news / actions to save everybody that she loves. And I respect her for that, because not many people can handle that pressure. You see Raven already breaking down for one death. Clark's now got one person that she hardcore loves, as well as thousands, mate, throughout the whole entire show. And she's still rocking and rolling and going forward. She's even had to pull the trigger, whatever, the lever, to float a man into space, even though it wasn't a mum because she was taking it, but it's still a carcass, a body, a persona that was right there in front of it as you pulled it. Clark's been through everything, mate. And you know what? What a great character. What an interesting episode. I liked how it ended. Really, really did, actually. Great ending, in my opinion. The episode's been better than the recent ones currently, so big up. You know, that was my wish for the back end to get better. And I think we have progressively picked up a little bit, so I'm excited now. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.